There is a moment in every life when silence becomes too loud to ignore, a moment when the weight of mediocrity crushes your lungs and you finally see the truth that you were never meant to drift. You were built to rise. The world does not hand you greatness. It does not whisper your name on mountain peaks or carve your initials into destiny. It waits, cold, silent, unmoved, and it watches and to see who dares to rise from the dust with empty hands and unbreakable spirit. Because from the ashes of obscurity, every legend is born. From nothing, Edison lit the world. From poverty, Carnegie forged steel empires. From ridicule, Walt Disney painted dreams into the sky. And from relentless failure, Lincoln carved a legacy that outlived bullets and betrayal. You do not need money to begin. You do not need approval. You do not need perfect timing. You need decision. You need conviction. You need to say to the world, I will move even if the mountains do not. There is a fire inside you, forgotten but not gone, buried beneath excuses, drowned in opinions, delayed by fear, but still burning. This fire is not given, and it is awakened. It is built in the dark. It is shaped in the struggle. It is born when you stand at the edge of your life and say, I will not bow, I will build. Because going from nothing to unstoppable isn't about what you have, it's about what you believe. It's the war inside your own mind, and the day you decide to win it, understand this, you are the gatekeeper of your destiny. Every thought you allow, every doubt you entertain, every excuse you make, they are bricks in the prison you live in. But the mind is the engine of all revolutions. It is the soil where all victories are planted. And until you master it, you will always serve something lesser. Do you think Ford was never laughed at? That people didn't mock a man trying to put the world on wheels? They did, and he moved anyway. He wasn't chasing applause, he was chasing vision. He knew that belief comes before the blueprint. That mindset is the soil in which the impossible becomes inevitable. You cannot build an empire with a fragile mind. You cannot walk into your destiny with borrowed courage. This world will not give you permission. It will give you resistance. And your job is to become stronger than the resistance. So train your mind like a warrior sharpens his blade. Every morning, guard it. Every night, cleanse it. Because the voice you feed becomes the voice you believe, and the voice you believe becomes the life you live. But belief is not enough. Clarity is the compass. You must see where you're going, not just wish, not just hope. See. Success is not born in chaos. It is engineered in clarity. You think the great ones stumbled into greatness? Number, they designed it. They saw it in their minds long before anyone else could. They were architects of purpose, builders of vision. They didn't wait for conditions to be perfect. They moved with clarity when everyone else was confused. You must become obsessed with your destination, so clear in your purpose that distraction has no room to live, so focused in your intent that doubt cannot breathe near you. And once you see it, your vision, your mission, you must walk into it with discipline, because dreams are not built in emotion. They are built in consistency. Discipline is the bridge between the man you are and the man you must become. It is the quiet soldier that marches when motivation dies. It is the chain that ties desire to destiny. And if you do not master it, you will drown in a sea of good intentions. Every day the world whispers, take it easy. But greatness doesn't come easy. It comes to those who show up when it's hard, who execute when it's boring, who grind when it's thankless. Discipline is what turns chaos into structure. It is what separates those who wish from those who win. And if you want to be unstoppable, you must earn it through action. This is the truth they won't tell you in soft speeches. That victory is not poetic. It is brutal, that you will sweat, you will suffer, you will sacrifice. But every drop of that suffering will become fuel, because action is the language of faith. And the universe does not respond to your thoughts. It responds to your movements. You say you want to change your life? Then change your behavior. You say you want success? Then act like it's already yours. Let your effort shout what your words never could. And when you act, act with purpose. Move like your future depends on it. Speak like the world is listening. Walk like your shadow has already made history. You must move, not just when you feel like it, but especially when you don't. That's the moment most people lose. That's the moment you win. The storm does not warn you before it arrives. It does not ask if you're ready. It just comes, loud, sudden, relentless. And in that storm, you find the truth of who you are. Most people run, they fold, they wait for life to calm down before they move again. But you are not most people. You were not built to wait for peace. You were built to create it. In the fire, in the chaos, in the noise, that's where giants are born. It's not the calm that makes the leader. It's the pressure. It's not the applause that forges greatness. It's the silence. The hours when no one believes in you, when your hands are shaking, when the plan falls apart, when the voices say quit and you say no. Resilience is not inherited. It is forged in rejection, in delay, in betrayal. It's born when your heart is broken, but your mission still beats. It's when life knocks you flat and you rise anyway, not out of pride, but out of purpose. Every setback is a test. Every obstacle is an invitation. Every failure is asking, well, how bad do you want it? And most will answer with silence. But you answer with action. There's a reason diamonds are found deep beneath the earth. They are hidden under pressure, in the dark, just like your strength, just like your future. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to transform you. So you stand in the rain and you say, I am not here to be liked. I am not here to be safe. I am here to build something eternal. And you keep building. You build with blood and sweat and truth. You build when the money is gone. You build when the motivation is dead. You build when no one claps. Because you're not here for applause, you're here for impact. That is what separates the unstoppable from the average. Not talent, not luck, but the relentless decision to continue, to outlast, to outwork, to outbelieve. And in that pursuit, there will be no map, no guaranteed outcome, no clear skies, only the next step, and then the next, and then the next. Because success is not a moment, it is a march. A decision made again and again to choose power over comfort, growth over safety, legacy over excuses. But here's the truth no one teaches. Even the march must evolve, because the world will change. The people around you will change. Your goals will grow, your vision will shift, your identity will stretch, and you must adapt or you will be left behind by your own destiny. Adaptability is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is what allowed Edison to fail 10,000 times and still innovate. It is what allowed Disney to dream through bankruptcy. It is what turned broken paths into breakthroughs. The strongest ones are not the ones who shout the loudest. They are the ones who listen, who learn, who evolve, because they are not loyal to the old version of themselves. They are loyal to the mission. So let go of who you were. Let go of the plan that no longer fits the future you're building. Let go of the fear that served you once, but now only cages you. Growth requires grief. You must mourn the old comfort. Bury the old identity. Kill the old limitations. Only then can the new version rise. Stronger, sharper, unapologetically driven. This evolution does not ask for your permission. It asks for your courage, the courage to learn, to be wrong, to begin again, to rise every time life tries to drag you back into mediocrity. And in that rising, in that constant rebirth, you don't just become successful, you become dangerous. Because a human who has nothing to lose and everything to build is a force that cannot be stopped. And now, from that place of power, you reach the next level, gratitude. Yes, gratitude, not the soft kind, not the sugar-coated kind posted in quotes, but the gratitude forged in fire, the kind that says, I am grateful for the struggle because it made me unbreakable. I am grateful for the loss because it taught me value. I am grateful for the closed doors because they forced me to build my own. This is not blind optimism. This is weaponized awareness. It's the realization that everything happened for you, even when it didn't happen to your liking. Because when you can find gratitude in the ashes, you own the battlefield. Nothing can break a man who sees pain as fuel, who sees delay as preparation, who sees failure as feedback. Gratitude transforms the grind into purpose. It turns obstacles into elevation, and it reminds you that even in the darkest hours, you still have power. Power to breathe, power to move, power to speak, to decide, to create, to rise. And that is what this journey is about. You, with empty hands, with a vision no one else sees, with a heart that refuses to die, you are not here to survive. You are here to ignite, to defy every limitation ever written for you, to carve your name not in comfort, but in consequence, from nothing to unstoppable. And now we arrive at the edge, not the end, but the edge, the place where you must leap, not because it's safe, not because it's certain, but because your soul knows staying still is the greater risk. This is the moment they don't write songs about. The moment before the breakthrough, when your knees ache from climbing, when your eyes burn from vision, when your voice shakes from silence, but your spirit whispers, keep going. Because on the other side of this moment is everything. Not a fantasy, not perfection, but the realness you've been craving, the man or woman you've been sculpting in sweat and setbacks, the freedom that doesn't arrive in applause, but in the quiet certainty that you did not foe, you forged. You stood your ground when the world said no. You kept swinging when your arms were tired. You kept walking when the road disappeared. And now you own the road, not because it was handed to you, but because you built it, one hard choice at a time. Understand this. Every second of your life, you are writing the next chapter, not with your wishes, but with your will. And if you're still breathing, you're not done building. You're not done evolving. You're not done speaking truth into existence. You're not done defying the story they wrote for you without your permission. Do you feel that? That burn in your chest, that electricity in your bones? That is life, begging you to show up as more than just a name on a list. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. The people you admire, they were not chosen, they chose. They did not wait, they acted. They did not wish, they worked. You are not a spectator, you are the main character. And your time is not tomorrow, it is now. So walk like thunder, speak like prophecy, move like your shadow is trying to keep up, burn your excuses, break your limits, and bury the old you in the ashes of your own refusal to be average. Because from this moment on, you are no longer becoming unstoppable. You are. Every setback was fuel, every doubt was kindling. Every scar was scripture. And now you rise from nothing, from silence, from the edge where most people stop. You rise, not because you were ready, but because you refused to stay small. You rise with nothing in your pocket, but everything in your heart. You rise, and the world will never be the same again, because you are unstoppable.